Oh, jeez. Man. Man, what a just easy day at the office. Easy day, no problem. I'm borderline tiring at that point. Man, I wanted to fall asleep. Jesus Christ, that game was so easy. I could do any other little errands that I wanted to do. I really didn't have to focus on the television in front of me. It could just turn in the background noise at that point because that's how easy of a win it was for your Philadelphia Phillies tonight against the Minnesota Twins. Because holy shit, they put 13 runs on the board. Holy shit, situational hitting was absolutely fantastic today. Christopher Sanchez finally, for once in his goddamn life, got run support after he does allow back-to-back home runs in the top of the second inning. Phillies, have their pitchers back. They score 6 in the bottom of the second, and they don't look back from there as Christopher Sanchez settles down and goes 6 nice innings, a nice quality start there for the fifth guy in the rotation, the fifth, sixth guy in the rotation, whatever you want to call him. And basically, the offense was just on par the entire night. They've been on fire for basically over a weekend at this point since starting this homestand. Holy fucking shit, Trey Turner, Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott, JT's even going on a little tear for himself, which is nice to see. Rojas getting his first big league bomb. Granted, it was against a position player in the bottom of the 8th inning. But Rojas can slightly skew the story a little bit, saying that the position player was trying to imitate Craig Kimbrell. Oh, God. I don't even know if I can say it with a straight face. But no, good for Rojas. Good for Rojas. I think he was also apologizing to the player on the mound for the Twins. I think it was Luplo. Just apologizing to him, saying, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, what a fun night. What a fun night for your fighting Phils. Easy win. They move up further in the wild card standings. Marlins lost tonight as well to the New York Yankees. More good stuff happening. The Giants, they're playing a series against, the first place Texas Rangers this weekend. That's definitely going to be a really tough series for them, so that could benefit the Phillies even more if the Phillies take care of business this weekend like they did tonight. So all basically you have to do is win tomorrow and you win the series and you guarantee yourself a 7-3 homestand, at least what I basically demanded going into this homestand. And you're one step away from doing that tomorrow, I believe, with Taijuan Walker on the bump. So, yeah, that'll be really nice. That'll be really nice. I don't expect the offense to score 13 runs again, but, we never know with the way this offense is clicking, with the way Trey Turner and Nick Castellanos are swinging the bat. Basically, anything is possible at this point. Holy hell. These guys are on fire, on a tear. They're lighting up the league. I don't care about the quality of competition that they're playing. I don't care that it's KC. I don't care that it's Washington. I don't care who they play. If these guys get hot, these guys get hot. And watch out the rest of Major League Baseball. Trey Turner has gotten hit in every single game since the standing ovation. That's how amazing he has been. And I believe he had 3 hits tonight. Just looking at the entire lineup, yeah, 3 hits for Trey Turner, 2 RBI there. Nick Castellanos had himself 3 hits. Nice to see. Bryson Stott, a little 3 RBI action with a home run of his own. JT going back-to-back with him. So the power continues. Another 3 home run game for the Phils. It feels like that's the standard right now with the way the power's going and the way the bats are swinging. Kyle Schwarber does leave the game early. Fouls the ball off of his back foot, but with the reaction at the dugout, it definitely looked more precautionary than anything, which was probably the best thing to do because, at that point, you're up by so many runs, you don't have to keep some of the main guys in the outfield in there, like Schwarber, like a Castellanos. It just doesn't really make any much sense to do that. So you put Cave out there and all of that stuff. So it makes a ton of sense. No doubt in my mind there. But hell, Christopher Sanchez goes 6. You really don't have to waste the bullpen as much. You use 1 inning from Jeff Hoffman, but then you use 2 from Dylan Covey. So that gives a lot of, the back end guys a lot of rest today, which definitely, helps out a lot. It helps out a lot in the long run, getting a lot of those guys in the back end some rest. Jose Alvarado had a batting practice session today. I believe he's going to do 1 or 2 more batting practice sessions before he goes on his rehab assignment. They were saying he could be good to go for next weekend in Washington. So who knows? Jose Alvarado could be here before we know it. So that'll be, a much needed boost to the back end of that bullpen. It just adds an extra arm there, an extra deadly arm. I know Jose Alvarado, when he came back from his previous injury, definitely wasn't as locked in as he was at the beginning of the year. But who knows? This extra time off, he gives that arm a little bit more rest. And maybe we'll just, see how it goes. But right now for the Phillies, they're a season high 13 games above 500. They get their 65th win on the year. And just keep moving up those wildcard standings, boys. Moving up those wildcard standings. Get yourself as much separation as possible. And take advantage with these other teams that are around you with their difficult schedules. Because right now, your schedule benefits you, but the other team's schedules doesn't benefit them. The Giants, they're going to go on a tough stretch right now. And same with the Marlins. 2 of those teams that are right around you, going to be going on some tough stretches right now. I know with the Marlins, they just started the series with the Yankees. They lost tonight. They're going to be playing the Astros as well, and they're going to be going on the road after that against the Dodgers. So that's a very tough 9-game stretch for them. I'm not entirely sure the Giants stretch, but I do remember from the last time I looked at it, it was a tough game. They're playing a lot of tough opponents, so definitely could have been. And the Phillies are also around in that schedule against the Giants, so that definitely bodes good, a little bit shaky for the Giants, and you got to see how they handle it. We'll see how they handle this weekend series against the Texas Rangers, because that's definitely going to be a very, very tough series for them. So we'll definitely see how that pans out. But as for right now, if you want to look at the wild card standings, Phillies are right now 2 games ahead of the San Francisco Giants. They're 4.5 ahead of the Chicago Cubs, and the same thing with the Cincinnati Reds. They're also 5 games up on the Miami Marlins, and basically that's it because the Diamondbacks just continue to fall down the standings. The Padres, they're so far back, they're 4.5 games back, and then you go, basically that's it. So basically right now the only teams that you're worrying about right now in the wild card standings are Giants, Cubs, Reds, and the Marlins, because those are basically what's right around the wild card right now, because like I said, the Diamondbacks are in free fall, and can you really trust the Padres to even do anything at this point? Because they just got so many teams to overlap. So we'll find out if that's going to be the case when we get closer towards the end of the season. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know with the way baseball goes. You never know. I need a sip of water because it's been a very long night, and I had some crab fries, some chickies, and Pete's tonight, and they make your mouth dry as shit, and you're always like gasping for water. So that's definitely going to be me the entire night. So I definitely need some H2O. Best drink in the world. Best drink in the world. A nice bottle of cold water. Best drink in the world. Refreshing. So, let's basically go out throughout this entire game here. Why don't we? So, like I said, starts off in the top of the second inning. Twins take the 2-0 lead. Back-to-back home runs from Polanco and Kepler. But then the Phillies basically respond instantly. Nick Castellanos in the bottom of the second inning leading off with a double. Bryson Stott follows up with a double of his own. Then JT RBI single ties the ball game up. Wilson walks. Sosa gets hit by a pitch. Rojas grounds into a fielder's choice, but a run does score. So it becomes 3-2 Phillies. Kyle Schwarber with a single to make it 4-2. Alec Bohm, sac fly. 5-2 ball game. And Trey Turner with a single of his own. It makes it 6-2. So Phillies, after Christopher Sanchez coughs up a 2-0 lead, and they put 6 on the board for him. Why not? Why not? Help out your starter. Then the offense, they click again in the bottom of the 4th. Schwarber with a leadoff walk. Bohm also walks as well, so you got 2 guys on base for Trey Turner. He doubles down the left field line. Scores Schwarber. 7-2 ball game. Castellanos with a single makes it 8-2, and then Stott with a sac fly makes it 9-2 there, and that's basically when the game is out of reach at that point. Twins go to the bullpen. Phillies get more runs in the bottom of the 6th with back-to-back homers from Stott and JT Realmuto. At this point, the Twins were just leaving one of their relievers out there to dry. I believe he had like 50-plus, 60-plus pitches or something like that, so they definitely left their guy and just take one for the team right there. Stott with a little lefty on lefty crime. Stott loves his power against lefties, so that's always nice to see. And like I said, JT's going on a little bit of a hot streak too. I did see, from JT Realmuto that I want to look at the like official stats right here for JT just to like show you because I believe it was Bob Wankel that tweeted it out to where it was, I believe, yeah, he said this would probably get some pushback. JT Realmuto is having a better season than he's getting credit for. OPS is up to 770. And I replied to that tweet with a couple of split stats here from Baseball Reference. So I said JT Realmuto would probably be having a fantastic season if he was just a league average hitter in his home ballpark, because if you look at his splits for JT, on the road, he's fantastic. He's absolutely amazing. 303 average, a 362 on base, 589 slugging, a 952 OPS, an OPS plus of 160. So he's doing something right there. So that's really good. He's got 10 homers on the road, 23 RBI, 17 walks. He's a fantastic hitter on the road. But at home, it's a completely different story. A 183 average, 257 on base, 308 slugging, 564 OPS, a OPS plus of around 53. So yeah, he's a completely different player. He's a elite player on the road. He is a terrible hitter at home this year. It does not make sense for JT. If JT was just a league average hitter at home, he'd be having a terrific year. Terrific. So, but it does look like he's swinging it a lot better, which we definitely can love to see from JT, because especially like when he goes on a hot streak, he can tear the league up. We saw that last year when he led MLB in OPS in the second half of the season last season, because he was one of the mainstays of this offense when Bryce went down with the thumb injury that kept him out for a couple of weeks until he came back. JT was on an absolute tear at that point. Well, he started the tear when Harper got injured. That was the series when they were in San Diego. So yeah, JT hot streaks are very nice. Are very nice. And then basically, after those 2 home runs by Stott and JT, bottom of the 8th inning, Sosa gets hit by a pitch, and they do a little bit of a joke, yell at each other there, as I believe, like I said, Luplo was on the mound at that point. Rojas goes deep, first major league bomb off a position player. I don't even know if you could freaking show off after that in the clubhouse. Like, do you remember your first major league bomb? Yeah, I hit it off a position player in a blowout. Okay. I'll remember it my entire life, but it's off a position player. But that's not what Rojas is expected to do. He's not expected to hit bombs out of the ballpark. He's expected to be, a solid, guy to turn over the lineup and play really good defense out there in center field. And that's basically what he's been doing ever since he's been called up. So I have no issue with Johan Rojas going deep and taking one out off of a position player. I don't think anyone does. But yeah, that's how the runs happen. Looking at the lineup today, Kyle Schwarber 2 for 2 with 2 walks and an RBI. Alec Boehm, he was over 3 with an RBI and a walk. Trey Turner, fantastic night, 3 for 5, 2 RBI. Average is getting up there, 247 there. Even though if he goes like on an insane tear towards the end of the season, if he like hits like over 300 the rest of the way, I believe his average can only get up to like 270. But that would be like a miracle, talking about like how bad his season was leading up to this point. But Nick Castellanos goes 3 for 4 with an RBI. Bryce and Stott 2 for 3, 3 RBI. JT Realmuto 2 for 4, 2 RBI. Wilson 1 for 3. Sosa 1 for 3. And Rojas 1 for 5 with 3 RBIs on the night. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Fantastic night. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Like I said, this was just one of those nights where it was just so much of a blowout. You can just do other things. You don't have to worry about the game. Oh, Stott hit a home run? Oh, that's nice. I was on my computer doing some stuff. Oh, JT hit a home run too? Oh, could still do my other things that I'm doing here. Background noise, like I said. Oh, you need some help over there? Oh, crap. Freaking Phillies scored another run. Yo, Rojas goes deep. Nice. Nice. Schwarber says the Rojas, they all count. They definitely do. They definitely do. It's still funny though that Luplo was imitating Kimbrel. Oh, we do got an update right now on Kyle Schwarber. Tim Kelly reports that he has a foot contusion. He's going to be reevaluated tomorrow. So that I'm assuming means, that's a bruise, and he's probably not going to play tomorrow. That's what I'm assuming at this point. So we probably won't see Schwarber in the lineup tomorrow. Yeah, contusion is a medical term for a bruise. I don't think he's going to. If he does play, he's most likely just going to DH. But I think Bryce is going to be back in the lineup tomorrow, and I don't think he's going to be playing first base. If that's just, what I'm assuming at this point. I'm not Rob Thompson. I'm not sure what Bryce is going to be doing tomorrow. Maybe this whole Schwarber thing, it forces Bryce to play first base, and Schwarber comes in for DH. But I think at this point, Rob will give Schwarber the day off, because that's just what Rob is at this point. He'll give guys days off when, they're a little banged up. So I'm not expecting that much. If Schwarber plays tomorrow, he'll probably just DH. I doubt he'll put him in the outfield. And that's basically it. That's basically it from there. Basically it there. So yeah. Pretty nice stuff. Off Dallas Keuchel too. Dallas Keuchel. Yeah. He still pitches in the majors, if you didn't realize, for the Twins. Yeah, it didn't go well. Didn't go well today. Good old 1 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks on 49 pitches. Jesus Christ. Couldn't find the strike zone either. He was that bad. He was that bad. Basically on par with Corbin yesterday, but the Phillies actually hit Keuchel today and got him out of the game early. Unlike what happened with Corbin yesterday. But the Phillies still won yesterday. So, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Christopher Sanchez, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 107 pitches. Definitely not the best outing for Sanchez than he has shown since being called up, but still, it's very good. Very, 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 very good. Very good stuff from Sanchez. What you want in your 5th, 6th starter. 6 innings, quality start, 2 or 3 runs. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Hoffman, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts on 9 pitches. And then Covey basically just finished the rest of the way. 4 strikeouts, but the umpire definitely helped him out there on a couple of those. Umpire at that point just wanted to go home. It's 13-2 at that point. I want to go home. I want to go to bed. Got to work tomorrow. Come on, boys, attend this. It's basically the umpire's reaction there. But yeah, if we're looking at tomorrow's game to chance to win the series, it's going to be Taijuan Walker going up against Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez has had a very solid season, 7-6 with a 3.81 ERA, a 1.10 WHIP. Looking at his past couple of starts, he's been pretty solid. Basically, in his last 4 starts, he's allowed 2 earned runs or less. And the last time he got blown up was a game against the Oakland Athletics where he allowed 7. So, yeah, he's been a very good pitcher for Minnesota this year. I don't expect anything less. But who knows, with the way this Phillies offense is clicking, maybe they can find a way to get to Pablo Lopez tomorrow and let Taijuan Walker do his thing. Now, with the past couple of starts for Taijuan Walker, he's been dealing with some velocity issues, struggles in the first couple of innings, then settles down. Definitely something to watch out for if his velocity is down once again to start the ball game out. Hopefully now with, having the 6th guy in the rotation, add a couple of days off there for Walker, maybe that'll help him with the velocity issues to start games. But it's definitely something to look for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a 6 o'clock game, so we'll see, basically how everything turns out. Fun game today. A lot of offense. It continues to roll. And this Phillies team right now continues to roll. And I love it. And I love it. Looks like the Giants and the Rangers, they just started. They're in the bottom of the 1st inning. So we won't find out about that until later tonight in terms of, what goes on with the wild card standings and everything there. But yeah. We're good. We're good. Craig Kimbrel on the Luplo imitation of him. Fans giving a good boo, and then a home run came later, so it worked out good. He said with a smile. I think Kimbrel was laughing in the bullpen when he saw all that stuff. Oh, God. But we don't have anything on the Anytime Hotline here, so I'm going to go to the YouTube live feed, talk to you guys before we end the stream off. More of a quick hitter today. It's a very fun game, but basically one-sided affair at this point of the day. Look at that tomorrow. Look forward to tomorrow. Eagles play tomorrow as well. I won't be talking about that because basically preseason means nothing. You might see, the starters out there for like one snap, and I doubt I doubt like Hurts is going to play or anything like that. So preseason games don't mean anything. We'll talk more Eagles once we get closer and closer towards the start of the season in a couple of weeks. It's creeping up close too. So definitely excited for that. Phillies, in September, getting close to the playoffs, and Eagles starting. Always nice. It was fun talking about both of them last year when that was the case. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Hey, David. No negativity today, David. No negativity. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There was no ounce of negativity today. Christopher Sanchez finally got his break. Even Schwarber's injury wasn't an injury if it hit his back foot and fell on his butt. Yep, just a foot contusion. All good for Schwarber. Just a bruise. He'll probably just get a day off or so. Scott, how you doing? I guess for Dallas Keuchel, I guess the Dallas Keuchel experiment did not work out so well for the Twins. I'm glad for Sanchez. He got some run support. Yeah, he definitely deserved that with all the starts that he never got run supports for when he was pitching fantastically. Austin says 2 innings into this game and I could already see the smile on your face. Who couldn't love this sport? Getting to stop by here after the games is always fun. Go Phils and Birds in a hot minute. Always appreciate that, Austin. Appreciate the kind words there. I appreciate you joining the streams as always after these games. I appreciate everyone here that joins up the streams and stuff. That's always fun to talk to you guys and converse. What else? Yep, go Rangers tonight if you're looking at the wild card standings from Star Wars. Jalen Hurts. What else? I never really try to be negative about things, but the Twins are a major league team, a good team, did what they had to do. What else? Who are the Mets playing that you're talking about that? Star Wars. Who are the Mets playing? Who are the Mets playing? I'm assuming they're playing someone that's involved in the wild card standings. Mets. They're playing the Braves. Playing the Braves. They're going to get destroyed. At this point, you could say the Mets are worse than the Nationals. That's what I believe at this point. The Mets are not a good team anymore. They completely blew it up. What else? Phillies first in a wild card spots race. Exactly. 4.5 game lead. Always nice. Keep extending it. Yeah, Star Wars, I wouldn't worry about the division. The only way the Phillies are winning the division if the Braves go on epic collapse. Because the Phillies, with the way they've been, the second best record in baseball since like June 1st, the Braves are the best record since then too. So the Phillies have been on par with the Braves, but they really haven't get into ground because the Braves have been so good. So at this point, just continue your good play and stay as a first wildcard spot team. Get home field advantage for a wildcard series. Because we all know how deadly our home field advantage can be with a packed Citizens Bank Park. So, earn your way to first wildcard spot. I feel like that's the most important text then. Corey says he's having Twinkies tonight in celebration. Can't believe the Twins are leading that division. The AL Central is terrible. It's so terrible. What else? Enjoy the Twinkies. I have my devil dogs. Ugh, Jesus. Always feel the sneeze coming along at the worst time. I always do. Goddamn allergies. Yeah. The Central is terrible. It really is. Let's see. Next week will be a little tougher going north for the Blue Jays. They have big hitters on Toronto. Yeah, but the Phillies will have a couple of days off. They have a day off on Monday. And Jesus, excuse me, boys. I'm sorry for sneezing so much. But yeah, they got the off day on Monday. It's a 2-game series in Toronto. I believe it's Wheeler and Suarez in the Mondo series. So they'll be good. I'm confident for that. If the Cubs win their division, then we'd have to worry about the Brewers in the wild card series. Really depends. Because who knows, maybe the Brewers can fall out of the wild card. if they, like, go on an extended, stretch of losing. Because at the end of the day, yeah, the Brewers have good pitching. They don't have an offense. Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. That's, what, 5 times sneezing right now? Jesus. I gotta end this stream eventually. Oh my god. The allergies hit at the worst time, boys. They do. They do. Phillies have been crushing fools as of late. Exactly, channeling. Exactly. So glad we don't have to worry about San Diego. Yeah, they've been disappointing this year. Tomorrow with Kyle and maybe Harper out means we score 15 runs. Yeah. I appreciate all the sneezes, health boy. I appreciate all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Hurts is not playing tomorrow. I do expect it. Kimbrel. Classic stuff here, boys. Classic stuff. Oh boy. But I do think that is going to do it for tonight. Sneezing too much. I think it's the perfect time to end the stream. So, fantastic win for your Phils today. Let's go get a series win tomorrow. Taiwan on the bump. See if this offense can continue its torrent pace. So let's do it, boys. I appreciate you all for joining the streams as always. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to check out everything in the description. Always hit that subscribe button. Does a great deal of service. We just surpassed 810. So keep hitting that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're a part of the channel, definitely recommend it to other people. I appreciate you all as always. And always use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SEATGEEK. Great deal. Don't pass it up. Thank you, everyone, for stopping